Alright guys, we got another game, and this time I'm up against somebody else and I'm playing as black. Now let's see, King Pawn. I haven't played against King Pawn in a while, so I don't exactly know what I want to do against it, but let's just go with some French. Why not? Let's just go with some French. I suppose I could do Caro-Kann, but I don't feel like it. Let's play French. Actually, that's probably a bad thing, because French are good at losing. Gotta make fun of everybody at some point. But no, in more seriousness, I'm not too sure on how I play French. I just kind of know the first two moves, and then I'm like, So, let's actually go with... Let's go with something like that. Why not? I think I did that before, and it usually works out okay for me. So, we'll see. If he wants to take, then that's fine. I can come up here with my bishop. If he doesn't, then I can just make a nasty chain and play a really clogged up game. So... let's go from there. Okay, that wasn't quite what I expected, but I guess that's something fairly standard. So I'll just take him for it. He's probably going to try and check me with that. Nope, he's going to check me over there. To which... starting to look a little interesting now. I could block with the horse, but I don't think he would take. I don't know, I'll just block with the bishop though, because it seems more standard, I suppose. So we'll go from there. I'm still kind of expecting him to put me in check and see if he can clog up my bishop over here, which he probably would. But, I don't know. Should be interesting. So, I was thinking after, there we go, yep, his queen. So then I suppose I could offer a trade of queens and really clog this crap up. But I guess we'll have to go with that from there. I definitely don't want to use the bishop here, because if I put the bishop here and then he takes the pawn, I can't do anything about it. But yeah, after last video that I put up, which was a really good vid, you guys should probably go, oh, what the hell? Oh, duh, I had this here. And I'm still guarding this pawn. Wow, this is a crazy game. There's just take. Normally they're more defensive and crap like that. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, after the last vid that I had, there were a lot of annotations I added after the match was over, and it started making me think that maybe I should start doing post-commentary on these instead of live. I don't know, I mean, live obviously has its advantages to get more exactly what I'm thinking at the moment. Obviously this is really ugly over here. I'm totally blocked off. And I do not like it one bit. So... let's see. I want to move this dude. His other options, he would go there, which would just allow him to advance his, if I take up here, he just gets a tempo with it. But I need to move this queen, otherwise I'm doing nothing. If I just take his pawn, then I'm not really going anywhere either. He just takes it right back, has good position. I'll just push, I don't know. But yeah, as I was saying, there's a lot of things that like I didn't see that people can, well, I guess they wouldn't be able to respond in comments if I'm doing, I still have to do post-narration before it's posted, but there are a lot of things that like I put up in annotations of like, hey, this is why this happened and blah blah, stuff like that, and like pointed other stuff out. And it just made it a lot better, for the people who were there. It's exactly what I was afraid of. So he can get that free tempo. Let's see here. Okay, I'll take now, because if I take the horse now, he'll be allowed to get his bishop or his pawn over there to advance it a little bit. So I am gonna trade his queens now, and it will allow me to take the horse, and then I can come back and take this pawn how I need, so I don't have to worry as much about it. And it'll allow me to develop a piece at the same time, so I don't totally lose out in that regard. Get this last thing developed myself. He's attacking this guy, no big deal. Let's see, he can go here, his horse can go here. Could go there, not really. So it looks like none of those spots are going to be good. So let me get that castle safety up there. Everything's just starting to get all nice and developed here. Let's see. This would be a good little outpost for my horse. Potentially stick him here, but I don't think that's going to help me gain anything. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this guy here first. See if I can't make something more superior happen. Alright, now he's going to start attacking this guy. Where's he going to go with his bishop? Put it over here? He's got no... Well, I suppose he could put it there, but... I don't know. Alright, so if I go up here with my horse... Now, I need to get my horse here somehow, but I can't. Well, I could go here. And that'll allow me to get owned on this square. If he moves... Where is he going to put his bishop so he can attack this guy? I just don't see it. Obviously, I don't want to bring my rook here, because then he will just come down and attack. Let's see, I want to put pressure on this guy, but... I do not know. Let's see, I probably could start... Horse here blocks off the open file, attacks his bishop. He's going to want to move this thing anyway. Force him to move it there. It would force me to move it there, which is not the most beneficial place in the world. But then he gets all the pressure he wants on that square, and I have to do something about it. If I move my rook up... I don't know. Because I should be able to block that off there. See, what's the score at the moment? Okay, I was not expecting that. Oh, because my horse... God damn it. I totally forgot that my horse was freaking guarding that stupid thing. And I took away my own defender for major fail. That was not at all what I wanted. Not at all what I wanted. Damn it, well, I was about to say I was up a pawn, but not anymore. So... I am going to take his exchange, though, just to get rid of this bishop. Bloody hell. Alright, so if I go here, I can pin his horse. It doesn't help me in much other... I don't know where this dude was. This is probably going to be the better one, though, just to develop my second one. Damn it, man. I totally just gave away that pawn for nothing. Ugh, major fail. Okay, so if I... No, I can't take horse, obviously. Don't know exactly where it's going to want to go, but... Alright, he doesn't have anything put over here, so if I can get his two rooks away, I can actually get a really easy checkmate on him there. If I take horse, he takes... I need some fluke. I don't think I'm going to get a fluke win on this guy, obviously. But maybe... Where could this horse... He can move here to put me in check. So actually, if I do put my guy up here, he can put me in check, sacrifice the horse, and then I lose my rook. So obviously I can't do that. I could put it here, and that way it's at least guarded by the bishop. Crap. What am I going to do about that stupid dude? I think I actually will just do that. God, I don't know. Because he does obviously have that sacrifice there, unless I move. You know, that might be just the better play for now. Just move my king. So I don't give him that opportunity just yet. I don't know. At this point, I still have a lot of time on my clock, which is unusual, but... Could go there, nothing happens really, because I just want to... If I could get him to move, that would be great. But it's not going to happen. I need a way to get him to move. Okay, there goes a really easy chance at a fluke checkmate, eh? Let's see, so now I can try and maybe run this dude away. What to do. I need to start picking off his pawns with my bishop. I gotta start looking at these guys. I have a bishop to his horse, and a bishop is an advantage. So I need to find ways to capitalize and use my strength over his. So I need to start targeting this guy, start targeting this guy, start targeting that guy. But first I do think I need to get this horse out of here. It can't move anywhere immediately threatening in one turn. So this way I can put some pressure on it, which it's pretty irrelevant, but get my rook over here into some action to start putting up some damage on him. It's kind of more, it's just a development piece more than anything else, really. Another downside to the live as opposed to, there we go. Okay, so I don't know where he's going to go from there. He doesn't really have anything. Obviously at this point I kind of need to make a trade. But I don't know exactly where to go from there. If I bring my bishop down, I can guard this square, which I need. I could bring my king over as well. Start getting him centralized, and he's on a black square. That means he can go to white squares next, and on a white square he can target a dark square. I don't think there's anywhere fantastic he would go. But I want to get him out of here, out of this back area, start using him more as an attacker. Otherwise the game's pretty even. I think the game is going to come down to these differences right here between the bishop and the horse. Okay, so now I gotta be really careful. He can move here but can't really, because I'll take it. No, I wouldn't want to take that actually. Can't move there. No point to move back. If I do go up here, he can't really pin or fork anything. But I can put some pressure on it for sure. Try and start making something happen. He can keep chasing all over the place, but I don't think it's going to necessarily get him anywhere, except help develop my king to be into the center. If I can trade these rooks out of here, that'd be helpful. And then, yeah, just try and use my advantage of a bishop. Since the board is this wide open and there's pawns on each side of the board, you want to use a bishop because it can move more squares at once. A horse takes multiple hops. So, unfortunately, it's only one, so he can kind of work around it by abusing the colors. But, you know, it is his move, right? Okay. But aside from this difference right here, the pawns are essentially exactly the same. I've got one guy a little bit up there, but not a whole lot. He'll end up just getting traded off when he pushes up. So that's not beneficial. Alright, so he moves away. He's trying to get me to trade these two guys, which would not be an advantage for me. Where does he want to go from here? That's the bigger question. He's not going to go there. He might want to go here. Which I suppose I could block off by moving up here, just to limit the squares that his horse can travel to. Oh, He's after this pawn over here, so I need to defend the pawn, which I can do with this. That's what he's after. And I still need to make sure that I can guard where his rook wants to go down here on me. Okay, now he's after this guy, to which if I can trade these dudes, that'll put me in some really good shape, I think. So I think that's what I want at this point. I know this might actually just be my first draw. It'll be 11 games in, I think, but it might be my first draw, because obviously the board position is extremely equal, and I don't think I'm going to be able to fake him out into like losing a pawn or two. So I highly doubt that's going to be happening. And we already know that my endgame is not the best. I try and go into the endgame with an advantage, because then if I have the advantage, I can usually just not make a mistake, or, you know, keep trying to work with that, take things down evenly. When you're up in pieces and you each trade, you each go down one, then the person who has more stuff remaining takes an advantage out of that. So that's usually the only way I get out of endgames. Otherwise, that's definitely my weak point. I'm much better in the openings, I think, but that's because there's stuff on there where you can look it up and study it and just mimic it, really. That's kind of all that is. Memorization. The middle game is the fun part. That's when stuff happens. So, and he's thinking about it because he doesn't really want to trade, because he knows that it's going to make things a much more drawy game. But I absolutely do, especially now that, oh, it's not going to give me that pawn. Whatever, I still want to trade. I still absolutely want to go there. And I need to start coming after this horse here and start taking some control of stuff. If I can force this horse away somewhere, maybe I can snag this pawn. So I've got my nice little pawn defense over here, and I'm going to try and work my magic on the king side. Okay, so God, he's going to block that off too. You annoying little prick. I'm going to keep making you run around. See, this is one thing with knights you gotta worry about. Like, where can he possibly go? He can't take, or he could take, but he won't. Could go there. Don't care about these squares. If I push and he just goes back there, I could chase him away again with another pawn, I suppose. So we'll see. It looks like it's most likely going to end up being a draw, but who knows? If I can get a one pawn advantage, then maybe I can just get him to get out of here. There's always, he's still guarding that. Really? That's super, super frustrating and annoying. What to do? I need to find a way. I don't know, man. I have no idea. I really have absolutely no idea what's the procedure at this point, which is why I'm pretty sure it's just a flat draw. So I'll just start moving these pawns up here. Alright, so he's just going to try and lock everything up. I'm going to at least match my position. Oh yeah, because he's trying to sit on white squares so that my bishop is worthless. That's what he's trying to do with that guy. Silly me getting off track. I gotta use this dude for his advantages. Once he pushes up this pawn here, he'll be attacking this square and he'll be attacking this square. He's gonna totally block off the king. Actually, oh yeah, with the exception of this little guy right here, his king is totally blocked off as well. So, and now he's putting his king on a white square. So I gotta find some way to keep this open, otherwise my king isn't gonna be the most help in the world. Crap. Okay, here. Bring my king up here, because if he comes over, I can always just push up and make a trade. Okay, so he's going to put me in check, that's fine. It's going to force me away down here, though, because I don't want to lose that pawn. I should have pushed this guy a long time ago to defend it, and I never did. So he almost stole a pawn here. I was barely in there. Alright, and now he's after two guys, which if he goes here, makes a trade, that's going to be fine. Unless I go down here to protect it. If I push, he takes, I take. These guys are both kind of stranded. Yeah, this is almost certainly going to just be a draw. Or hell, if I push here, maybe he just takes. I don't see how this is not going to be a draw. If I run away over to here, yeah, I really have no idea, and I gotta watch about not getting my dudes pinned or forked anywhere. Okay, although putting a bishop 3 squares away from a knight, I cut off his 4 best squares, so that's obviously really good. The only place his knight can go now is backwards. So, okay, and this leaves me with a really dire situation. Do I want to take trades or do I not want to, you know? So I think I come after him. No, I can't come after him. He just goes back up here and forces me away somewhere. And then he takes this little guy. So I think I have... if I take, he just takes with something dumb. He's sitting all of his guys on white squares, and I can't have that. They've got to be on black squares if I'm going to do anything about it. So me pushing up is not going to be helpful. I have to just let him take me. And both of these guys are on white squares as well. So even if he takes... This is very, very tricky. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go put this into a draw. I mean, technically 1547. Technically he's a better player than me, if you want to look at it that way based on ratings. So, with that train of thought, a draw is technically a win in that regard, so good stuff. Okay, now there's finally... No, because I'm still blocked off entirely, because he's got all of these squares blocked off, so I need to make something happen with this bishop if I'm going to have any sort of advantage. Which means I need to move up so I can defend, is really what that's amounting to. Just trade the pawns for pawns. Okay, so he's coming over there. Oh, don't give away the bishop for free. Yeah. Alright, so he's going to push just to lock this up, but that's good. That puts it on a dark square, which makes me really, really freaking want it. So I guess now I'm going to have to start attacking on this side, see if I can't abuse my bishop over his horse. Because if everything is locked up on dark squares, that's advantage me. So I'll push here, see if I can't get him to take, and I take. So much for wanting a draw. God, 24 minutes. That's longer than I want. And there's nothing I can do about editing since it's live. Where is he going? I keep saying I want to try and force a draw, and then I just don't. Alright, so he's going after this guy now. So use my king to bolster them. No, because then he'll just... Well, if he just pushes, then I can just push. So... use my king to defend these guys. And I can bring my bishop up here, start attacking his dudes. See if I can't get under his hair a little bit. Okay, if I come up here, I need to create one of these guys to be a passed pawn. If I push up here, I block off my own dudes. Let's see, if I attack his horse, then he just takes and I'm screwed. So I kind of have to take it, unfortunately, as much as I don't want to. The question is just, what is he going to take it with? If I push this guy, let's say he takes, I take. Ugh, that'd be really messy. If I push here, then it's just who knows what the hell he does. Maybe I should just do that then. If I push here, he wouldn't want to lock it up. That would not help him. You know, he probably would just put me in check. Yeah, he still just puts me in check. So I have to take it because of the threat of check. So we'll see what he wants to take it with, however. If he wants to go with the pawn and give us both isolations, I don't think he would, because this way they can still attack each other. Wow, he did? Okay, that is a surprise. That gives me a little bit more of an advantage in my mind. Because now I can start. I mean, I've got 3 squares to go to be queened. He's got a lot more squares to go. And both of us are unopposed. So, okay, he's starting to just get dudes in my way. All he has to do is just put his king there, though. So I need to... what to do. I have no idea what to do. Absolutely none. I might just have to do a slow little walk around to get my king up through here on the back side. Okay, what's he going with that for? Where can he go? He can go over here to fork my stuff, but I'm not entirely sure I care about that. I need to get this bishop out of here first before I let that crap happen. Because I don't want to risk losing something. If I lose one of these pieces, it's just game over. So I need to get my bishop out of there first. He's probably going to start going for my back pawn down there on the far side. Well, I suppose as soon as he starts to do that, I can really work my way in here. Okay, so I need to just cut off some of these squares. Man, I really have no idea. Maybe if I bring attention down to here? I don't know, I feel like that's really, really risky. If I come down here, it'll allow me to push this pawn and go for a trade. But then this situation with his king being closer than mine is really dicey. I'm going to end up losing that, I think. And I might have to trade my bishop for a pawn. And that's not going to be good, so I don't know what to do. I need to get my king out up here, but I can't. And that's a problem. He's blocked my king off extremely well. And if I push my pawn, then his king is just going to go right up to the side of it, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. So it's certainly a very, very locked up, quality defensive game here. I'm sorry for making you guys sit and push through it. Well, I guess I'm not making you, but what to do. This is not my specialty whatsoever. I knew I should have just gone for a draw. Should have just offered it. Okay, so he puts me in check. He's going after this guy. God, if I just take... I can't, though, because my king is just so blocked off. I just can't. If he comes up here, puts me back in check, he's guarded. See, that's the thing, his square over here, oh, that's interesting. Okay, because he's going to go there next and go after this pawn. But this pawn is the one he needs to worry about. That's the thing. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's exactly why he's going there for it. So it's going to lead him over there to take this guy. And there's just nothing I can do at this point. I mean, I can push him up, make him take it, then I can go attack it. And I don't really think he could defend it. He can. He can defend it if he totally wastes his horse to put it somewhere. Ugh, man. But maybe that'll be the time I need to get my king over somewhere. Okay, that was not beneficial. Okay, so I need to block him off. I just need to guard this square is all I actually need to do, honestly. I just need to guard that square. Let's just sit here for now. God, this is nasty. It's so wide open, and I'm just blocked off, and it's really, really frustrating. I can't get anywhere. It's totally a draw position, but because my time is so low compared to his, he's probably not going to accept a draw at this point. So I'm going to have to play it out, and I'm probably not going to do well with it. Okay, so he's running away, which probably was a mistake. Where can he put his horse? If he goes, he can't go there because I just take it. I need to keep him away from my pawn is what I need. I don't really want to care about this guy too much just yet. He's got a lot more squares to go. God, that's so annoying. Get your freaking horse away from me, man. Get the hell out of here. He's sitting on a black square so he can go to white, thus attack black. It's just, God, it's really frustrating. I hate horses. Get out of my face, dude. So freaking annoying. Yeah, I think it's probably in my best interest at this point just to go for perpetual check. So I'm just going to try and go back here. Plus, you know, I gain 10 seconds every time I make a move. So, okay, he's putting me in check again. I don't think this is going to get us anywhere. Okay, he's locking me off, which is obviously really bad. It's just a draw at this point. It's totally just a draw. Okay, so he's going to go for this, which makes it not a draw. There's nothing I can do about that. God, man. Oh, hell, was that a freaking... Oh, no. That wasn't a move that I wanted to... I let go in the wrong spot. I didn't remember where the hell he was. That's really freaking frustrating. That was not at all what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go. Now I'm definitely going to lose because of that. Unbelievable. And then, of course, I moved to the wrong spot because I'm not caring at this point. So that's really, really frustrating. Okay, if I go down here, I can attack his horse, make his horse move. I'm still blocking off this square. Let's see what I can make happen with that. Stupid horse, get the hell out of here. I can totally still force a draw out of this, I know it. But again, of course, I blew it and lost a couple of pawns and... wasting tons of time. Okay, that pawn is gone. This pawn is about to be gone. And there's nothing I can do about that at all. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that pawn about to bite the dust. So I gotta get my king back into the playing field. And now he's guarding the queening square. I have to take it at that point. Actually, that might have been a mistake. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just freaking moving pieces. Like, I have no idea, man. At this point, it's totally just a big piece-moving war. I'm not going to pull this out. How freaking frustrating. All this time, totally was a draw. How did I lose everything? I don't understand how I did that. I'm so bad at the endgame. It was even 5 pawns and pieces, and I had a horse to a bishop, and now I have nothing. I don't understand. I just don't. I don't know how I do that. I'm so bad at the endgame. Yeah, 24 minutes is when I was like, this is probably going to end up as a draw. 13 minutes later of wasted time, I get nowhere, and that's just it. God. Well, so much for that. Thanks for putting up with 40 minutes of time wasting. Take it easy.